Hello, everyone. May peace and blessings be with you. So, today, what we're going to talk about is how to create QR codes for capturing leads. So, if you are fairly new to building your online business or even in person business, it doesn't really matter what kind of business you have. You constantly want to be capturing leads and nurturing those leads so that you can be putting some paid offers in front of them. So one of the mistakes that I made at the very, very beginning is that I was creating lots of content, providing a lot of value, but not really capturing those leads as email addresses for my list. So the first thing you want to do is whatever value you are sharing with the world, have it also be captured as your own email list on your own email list, because social media could go away anytime. You're building your real estate on somebody else's, you're building your empire on somebody else's real estate. So you don't want to do that, because I've seen with several people where Facebook can suspend your account or YouTube can ban you, and a whole kind of like bad things happen. So if you have your own email list, always have a way of connecting with your community, your group, your leads. So always be doing that. So to do that, I know there are fancy platforms out there that you can use for creating beautiful landing pages and stuff like that and capturing email addresses. The simplest one that you can do, if you're like, tech scares me, I don't even know where to begin, I want you to begin with a Google form if you can. A Google form is very easy to get started with. You don't have to pay for anything. You can literally start with a free Gmail account, create a Google form, offer something of value, collect that email address. You're sort of creating a registration form of some sort. And then you are literally using that for capturing those leads and delivering something of value in return, right? So keep your promise. When you make a promise, you say, okay, give me your email address and I'll send you this. So make sure you are doing that. Okay, so I am going to quickly go through and help you create a Google form. And then we're going to use that Google Forms link to create a QR code with in Canva. And then I'm going to show you how you can use that QR code in all different kinds of places. Okay, to get started, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I just opened google.com. I'm logged in with my business email over here. I'm going to click on the little waffle in the top right corner. From here, I am going to go to my drive. From my drive, you can literally just create a Google form anywhere. But what I recommend is going up to your where it says my drive, and you can right click on here and you can create a folder. Yeah, that's the easiest way. So let's do that. It's going to create a new folder, and I'm going to say, I'm just going to call it test, because Google lead capture. Because if I don't use the word test, then my team can't tell if it's a test thing or if it's a real thing, and I get in trouble. So I don't want to get in trouble. So I have created this test folder that says test Google lead capture form. I'm going to double click on it. And now I am here. I'm going to right click anywhere in this blank space over here, and I can click on Google Forms, or I can hover my mouse over this and it's going to give me a few options. It's going to say create a blank form, or create a blank quiz, or create one from template. Whenever you are given the choice to use a template, please take that, because that is going to fast track you to whatever the thing is that you're building. Plus, you get to see an example of that. So you're not really starting from scratch. From a blank slate. Some people love blank slates. They are so energized by seeing a blank canvas and they like adding things to it, painting things there. But for me, I think I have a lot of success when I have a template that I can take and tweak to modify it to meet my own needs. So that's what I'm going to do. Click on from a template. When I'm here, I can browse through and look through these if I want. So contact information is one of the ones that is most in line with what I am trying to do, because literally I'm using this Google form to capture contact information for my lead so that I can send them something of value in return. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to click on contact information. And by clicking that, it is going to now create a copy of this form in my account, and it's going to name it contact information. That's what it has done already. Familiar access management. I'm going to just X out of that. Don't really need that for anything. Okay, so I'm going to call this one. I'm going to call this one test lead capture. just saying that you actually probably don't want to call your form lead capture. I'm calling it that because it's just a test, but you can call it whatever you're capturing the lead for. All right, let's think for a second. What do we want to offer in return if people fill this out? Let's do one where, how about I give you ideas for capturing leads, right? So 30 lead capture ideas. This is a really good lead magnet that I have created once upon a time. So I'm basically sharing 30 different ideas that you can be capturing leads. So I'm going to just use that as my use case. Okay, so right here, I'm going to say lead capture leads with success. I'm going to say something like that, right? And I can also like modify, if I highlight this stuff, I can also make it bolded if I want. If I wanted to italicize something, I could. And I'm going to say email us at team@simplify one thing down. There we go. So I'll just throw that in here. So in case anybody has any questions, they can totally reach out to us here as well. Okay. So far what I've done is from a Google form template, we are creating a new Google form. We're going to use this for capturing emails. And we are going to, as a result of that, we're going to deliver a PDF that will give people 30 ideas for capturing leads. I know, like I'm talking about lead capture. This is a really, really good lead magnet because at the end of it, I also want you to have access to that if you don't yet, because this will help you even more. Okay, so the first field I'm collecting is name. Always collect name so that you know when you're capturing the email who the email is for. I even like doing first name and last name separately. So I'm going to just actually make this first name, and I'm going to make this field required. And I'm also going to create another one like this that I'm going to use for last name. So instead of clicking on the plus sign and adding a whole field, I can just click on this little button here, which is two rectangles next to each other. And if I click on that, it's going to duplicate this question. So I'm going to duplicate this question, and this one, I'm going to change it to last name. I'm going to say first one was first name, second one is last name. And then I'm going to use, this is also required. Next one is email. This is a very special type of field. Google has already, this template already had. So this is how you're getting fast track to success. If you were to create your own field for email, you'll have to add this validation to check if what they're providing, if it's in the format of an email or not, because people could fill it out without it being an email, and that then you'll kind of be getting garbage data. So this way you are adding a little validation over here in this very special field. So this is called email. It's a short answer field. The validation is doing is text, email, and if they don't provide that email, you're just saying, please enter a valid email. They'll see a little error message show up. Okay, how to create this from scratch if the template that you picked didn't have that. I'm going to show you how real quick. So if I click on the plus sign over here, I can create any questions that I want. I'm going to make it email. I'm going to say second email. I don't know why I say second email, but whatever. I'm just showing you how to do this. If you are wanting to add, so short answer, there are all different types of questions here as well. Email is going to be a short answer. And after I add that, I'm going to make this a required field. And if I click on this three dots over here in the bottom right corner, I am going to add a response validation. And the response that I want to validate is I want to make sure this is a text answer that people are providing, and it is an email type of field. And if they enter something other than an email, I want it to say, please enter a valid email address, something like that. So that is how this is going to work. Okay. So I don't really need to collect addresses for this one. So I'm going to delete this field. I can collect phone numbers, but I want to make it not a required field because sometimes people don't want to provide phone numbers for free stuff. They are more inclined to provide phone numbers for paid offers and things like that. So it's totally up to you if you want to capture it, do so. If not, worries. Okay. And then I always throw a comments field on all of my forms. That's just like a thing that I learned a long time ago, because you are giving people an opportunity to say something to you if they have any thoughts while they're filling out the form, if they have a question or anything at all, right? They can, that's a field that you're providing, which will capture their comment or their thought for you, and you will receive that as well. Okay, so I hope that we are good with this so far. Interesting. This, I've never seen a publish button before. Usually it says save, but now it says publish. That's fine. We'll take it. Okay, so before I hit the publish button, I also want to customize this top header right here. Right now it just looks this, you know, this camera green background. I want to change that. So to change that, I want to click on this customize theme button, which is this little paint thing over here. I'm going to click on that. And here I can modify the font size and style and all that. And I can also upload my own header for this. So I'm going to click on this, and there are all of these headers that are pre-built that are available under templates within Google. You can pick one of these if they meet your needs. But if you want to create one that is totally customized by you for that specific thing, you can create one in Canva and you can import it from there. So to import it, you'll go to upload and then you'll click on browse and you'll get to that file and you will upload it from there. Let's just go to Canva and build one real quick. I'm also going to pause for a second and I want to make sure I'm looking at the comments coming in as well, so that I don't miss anything. Okay, Kim is here. Good morning, Kim. So glad that you're here, friend. Lori is saying, I don't have a contact form template in my Google Docs. Is there anywhere I can download more templates? So Lori, I can send you one, but I see. Okay, so you said you found in Forms. Beautiful. Do you know the size? Yes, I'm about to show you how to figure out the size of the header. If I go into Canva over here, so you're going to go up here and you're going to search for Google Form Header. And I am going to search under Canva templates. I'm going to hit enter over here. And it is going to show me all kinds of Google headers over here. Look how beautiful. I actually kind of like the simple one, so I'm going to use this one. So this is how you can get the header template in Canva that you can customize for your own needs. So the one it is creating, it's 1920 by 480 pixels. It's showing it to me right here. I can just double check, search for Google. I'm going to say Google Form Header image size. I think that's a thing that people ask for quite a bit. It seems like, okay, so Google is suggesting is 1600 by 400 pixels. I'm going to go with this instead of what Canva created, because this would be more accurate. So let's change that. So go in here. What is it? 1600 by 400. Okay. So after I create this, I'm going to click on customize this template, and I am now going to go up here where it says resize. So resizing is a pro feature, so you have to be on the paid plan to be able to do that. So right here, I'm going to say custom size. So right here, I'm going to say the width is going to be 1600 and the height is going to be 400 pixels. And I am going to, I can click on copy and resize and it'll basically create a new file with those dimensions, or I can just resize this existing one and I can just say, click on resize this design. So that's what I'm going to do, because I don't really need another copy of it. I'll just resize this one. Okay, so right here, I'm going to say, and I know that the lead magnet that I'm using, it probably has different colors. We'll just use this. It's okay. That's different colors. We'll do a separate training on all of that, branding and whatnot, right? Okay, so I'm going to click on share in the top right corner in Canva. I'm going to click on download. I'm going to just download this as is. I could change the resolution if I want to, but let's not. Let's just download it as is. Okay, so now I have downloaded this, and I'm going to come back to my Google form customization window, and I'm going to click on browse. It has saved this in my downloads folder, and I didn't change the name in Canva. So it says Fun Friday Google Classroom header. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm just going to open it up. But if it bothers you, you could rename it before importing it. Totally up to you. Okay, here we go. So as soon as I hit done, you'll see that it's going to match the rest of this form with this color scheme, because Google's very smart. So I'm going to click on done over here, and it is automatically going to see how it switched the background to a light blue, not a green that it had previously. And I love that. And you still can change it if you want to. If you wanted to make the color a little bit darker or something, you totally can. And if you wanted to make the background color lighter, you could. But I kind of like this, the one it picked automatically is beautiful. Okay, so just like that, you have created a form that you're going to use for capturing leads. I'm going to click on publish over here. And this is brand new. This did not used to say publish before. Okay, so it says anyone responders. Who can be the responders? Anyone in Simplify One Thing. What this means is that only people who are on my domain, have user accounts on my domain, can access this or answer these questions. That's not what I want. I want anyone, anywhere to be able to fill out this form. So I'm going to click on manage, and I am going to say, do not restrict it. Responders can be anyone with the link, right? Whoever has this link should be able to answer these questions. Editor, I'm going to leave as is because I do want editors to just be people who I select to be able to edit this form. So for example, if I want my team members down the road to be able to edit this form, to add a question or something like that, they totally could. So I'm going to click on done over here. And I'm going to hit publish. So it is going to publish this form. Okay, so I am a silly person. I publish, and then if I need to make tweaks, I always can go back and make tweaks. Some people wait until like things are 100% beautiful and perfect before they publish. I'm not that. 80-ish% done, we publish. Okay, so here are some settings I want you to apply. Go to settings. I'm not going to make this a quiz. Under responses, I'm going to expand that. I do not collect email addresses over here. The reason for that is if you turn this on to even fill out the form, it's going to make them log into their Gmail. And it really annoys people. It annoys me. Anytime anybody wants me to log into my Google, my Gmail account to fill out a form, guess what? I'm not filling out the form. So I do not collect emails this way because I have specifically added a question. If they want to give me their email, they will enter it here, but I'm not forcing them to log into Gmail. So this is important. Allow response editing. I actually don't allow response editing because again, if this is turned on, Google needs to know who it is who's filling out the form. So it's going to make them log in first. And I don't want to do that. I don't limit responses either. Fill it out as many times as you want. I also don't do send responders a copy of the response because there's a different way of handling that. If I turn this on over here, again, it's going to make them log in. Under presentation, I don't have this turned on, So this is important. The confirmation message is important. I am going to edit this and I'm going to say, you are in luck, my friend. Here is the link to, okay, so this is basically, I'm entering the link of the PDF right there, right in this section in just a minute. And what this is going to do is after they fill out the form on the very next page, it's going to give them this message and they can copy this link and they can download the PDF from right there. So essentially you have created a lead magnet capture form where you're capturing the email and on the next page, you're delivering your promise of giving them that PDF that they requested, that you promised them. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab the link of my PDF now, and I'm going to insert that over here. I'm going to just hit save over here so that it doesn't lose my message over here. I'm going to go back over here. So a lot of times I would just upload that lead magnet that I'm going to provide as in response to this form right in the folder of the form. So to do that, I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to file upload and I am going to search for that in my downloads folder. All right, I'm going to go download this real quick and it is this beautiful thing. For some reason, yeah, I didn't find it before. It's fine. So I'm going to upload it over here and I am going to right click on it. I want to make sure the share permissions are set in a way that anyone who has this link can view it and download it. Okay, so click on share. And it's going to open up this little pop-up over here. I'm going to click on share and it's going to open up this window. Make sure you're clicking on here to say anyone with the link has viewer permission. And now I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to hit done over here. So now I'm going back to this form settings one more time. Under the edit, I'm going to, under the after submission section, I'm clicking on edit and this is where I'm going to paste this link. So essentially what I'm doing is after someone fills out this form, on the very next screen, they're going to see this confirmation message, which is going to say, you're in luck, my friend. Here's a link to learn 30 new ideas to capture leads. Open this file and click on download to save a copy, something like that, right? So I'm going to hit save and this is good to go. So this is published. I'll just click on publish one more time. I'll make sure save. All right, so these are the settings I apply when I'm creating this form. Are we tracking so far? Are we good? I'm going to click on this little preview so that you can see what it's going to look like. So here is the form that people are going to see. 30 ways to capture leads. I'm saying fill out the form below to get 30 ideas for capturing leads. They're brilliant ideas that will help you capture leads like a pro. Enter your first name, last name, email. I'm going to get rid of this email second thing because that was just a way to show you how to add something. And once they fill this out, then they can hit submit and it is good to go. Going back over here, going back to questions, I'm going to get rid of this second. I'm clicking on this little trash can and getting rid of that. One thing I forgot to mention was you can also make it even better looking by adding an image if you want to include an image of your lead magnet, what it's going to look like or something like that to generate even more interest. You can also add a little image of your lead magnet to the header if you want to in Canva before downloading it from there. You can also include a video if you want to, where you're kind of talking about the what the lead magnet is, what's the benefit to people if they get a copy and all that good stuff, right? So you can certainly do this as well. And there are a whole bunch of other options over here that you can explore. If it's a different type of question you want to ask where you are wanting to get an answer based on choices you provide, like what's your favorite color or something like that. I don't know why you would ask that, but let's just say that. What's your favorite color? If I can spell, what's your favorite color? And then I'm going to make it a multiple choice and I'm going to give them, I don't know, choices. Pink, blue, green, something like that, right? So you're giving them choices where you want them to pick one of these and you can tell them if you answer this question, I don't know, you'll be entered in a raffle or whatever you want to do with it. You totally can. It's totally up to you. Okay. So I hope all of this is making sense. And once this is done, I'm going to hit publish one more time, make sure this is good. Okay. So what's going to happen to the responses after they come in? Where are they going to go? You're going to go to the responses tab. You're going to start to see the answers coming in over here. But what I like doing personally is I like linking it to a sheet. So I'm going to click on link to sheets over here. And it's going to say, do you want to create a new spreadsheet? It's only going to ask you this one time when you're for the first time, you're creating this spreadsheet for the first time. That's when it's going to ask you. After it's created, it will not ask you these questions again. Okay, so I'm going to click on create. So now it has created this spreadsheet where it's going to capture their first name, last name, email, all that good stuff. So you're basically building a list using this. Okay. So Kim asked, who are you sending this to? If you're trying to generate leads, where does it go if you didn't create a spreadsheet? So if you didn't create a spreadsheet, then the answers just are listed over here on this screen. Lori, you can go under responses and they'll all just be listed here if I didn't create a spreadsheet. Okay, so are we good with the form itself, the responses, where they're going once they're collected? Okay, so here's the fun thing. Now I'm going to grab this link over here. I'm going to click on this little link icon over here. And it's going to say, this is your responder link. I'm going to click on shorten URL because I want to just grab the short URL. I'm going to copy that. So this is the link that I can share with people online. If I am on a live stream, let's say, and I say, do you want to learn how to capture leads 30 different ways? Enter 1-1 in the comments or something like that, right? So I say that and people are going to start commenting 1-1. Then when I see someone say 1-1 in the comments, I'm going to say, check your DM. And in their DM, I am giving them this link that I just copied, the link of this form. I'm not sending them my PDF directly. I'm sending them to this form. They're going to fill out this form. And then on the next page, after they've submitted the form, they're going to get the link to download that PDF that I really want them to get to, right? So that is how that's built, that's done. So the other way of doing this is where we were really going is the QR code. So now that I have this link for the form, I'm going to create a QR code from it, and I'm going to have that QR code published all over the place. So people can scan the QR code themselves and they can come to this form and they can fill it out. You can add that QR code to your Facebook page banner. You can add that QR code at the bottom of your email signature. You can add that QR code to the back of your phone if you want to. So for me, I have a QR code that is basically is QR code to something else, but I might as well have a QR code to my lead magnet if I want to. Lead magnet landing page form that people can fill out, right? So don't send them the PDF directly, send them to this form so that they fill it out so that you are capturing their email as you're giving them the PDF. And let's create the QR code next. Okay, so to create the QR code, I am on the form and I'm going to click on this little link button over here, and I am clicking on shorten URL, hitting copy over here. I am taking this link and now I'm going to go into Canva and we are going to create a QR code. Okay, so I am in Canva on my home page and I am going to create a new design. The size of the design doesn't really matter because all I'm trying to grab is the QR code from it. So I'm going to click on social media. I'm going to say maybe something square is fine. Yeah, Instagram post is fine. The size of this does not really matter at all. Okay, so basically I'm trying to get to a blank page, blank design inside Canva so I can add a QR code to it. Okay, so to add a QR code on the left, you are going to look for something that says QR code. So I have this thing called QR code on the left over here, left menu. If I click on that, it's going to open it up for me. If it's your first time trying to create a QR code in Canva and you do not see it in here as one of the options, you want to go up to apps and click on apps. And in here, you're going to search for QR code and just click on that. And it's going to show you all different ways, all different apps that you can add to Canva that create QR codes and all that. I am a simple person. I like simple things. So I'm going to click on the simple QR, the first one, which is a QR code itself. I'm just going to click on that. And it's when you click on it the first time, it essentially adds that app to your menu on the left. So now it will show up going forward for you. And you can just click on that and it'll open the same window for you. Okay. Kim is saying you're a brilliant teacher. Kim, thank you so much. I feel loved. Thank you, friend. Okay, so I click on QR code. It's going to open up this window over here for me. Under the URL, I'm going to paste the URL. I could right click and hit paste or Control V on my keyboard. It is going to, it took the link. Now I want to customize it a little bit before I generate this. I want the background of this to be, I don't know, let's make it light blue. There we go. We'll just go with this light blue. I don't know why, but just like. Okay, so that's the background color. Foreground color is going to be black. I'm going to give it 2 pixel margin is fine. I'm going to click on generate code. So now it has created this beautiful QR code for me. So if somebody scans this code, it is going to take them to my Google form. It's going to bring them to this page, just like this. And they're going to fill this out. And when they hit submit, they are going to get the link for the PDF. So let's do that. Should we test drive this? All right, so I'm going to say Timmy Mirza. Email is my timmy@simplifyonething.com email. And my favorite color, let's go with pink today. I'm going to skip my phone number. I'm going to skip the comments and I am going to publish. So I'm in preview mode. Oh, it's not letting me submit it because I'm in preview mode. Haha. That's very interesting. No worries, no worries. Google is changing. Google's trying to be fancy, but all right. So essentially this is a page that people will come to. Apparently in the preview mode, I can't submit forms anymore. I used to be able to. Okay, so entering my email, simplifyonething.com. I'm I'm actually so glad that it did that because otherwise, okay, so I'm going to skip the phone number. I'm going to skip the comments. I'm going to just hit submit. So there we go. It says capture leads with success. You're in luck, my friend. Here's a link to download the 30 ideas, blah, 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 right? So if I click on this, now it's going to redirect me to this page where it is showing me that PDF that I promised people. And I can just download it from right here. Ta-da! How cool is that? Okay, do you want to scan this QR code? Please scan this QR code so that you can get to it also. Test it for me. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to the form. If you fill it out, you'll get the PDF. And then you know 30 different ways of capturing leads. I don't know how many are on there. Probably more than 30 at this point. Okay, so Christine is saying, what I never understood, if I see a QR code on a site on my phone, how do you scan or get there? Because I can't scan it with my camera if I'm on my phone. Ah, Christine, I know what you mean. Okay, so if you're looking at it on your phone, how do you scan it on your phone? So Lori's saying the QR code would be great for a shirt or a car magnet too. Yes, absolutely. However, I recently learned about this. There's a scam going on. So previously I had told people, just have the QR code and don't specify what the website or anything like that is below that. Let people, because people are intrigued by QR codes and they would scan it to figure out where it takes them. But there's apparently a scam going on where don't be scanning QR codes that you don't know what it's for, because apparently there is hackers out there that have posted QR codes in in places all over the place where if you scan it, it steals data from your phone. So it's actually pretty scary. So now my new recommendation is whenever you do a QR code, right below that, add the website, add the link of where you're sending people to so people know what they're about to scan, just so that they have a little bit of peace of mind that their data is not going to get hacked and stuff like that. Okay, so I am going to do this. Hold on one second. I'm actually gonna, can I publish this and open this from my phone? Public view link. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a public view link. I'm just trying to do something so I can open it up on my phone so I can show you if I am on my phone, how to get the answer from how to get to the QR code if I'm on my phone. Okay, I'm going to actually share my phone screen in a second so that I can show you how I would do that. Okay, so I wonder if it works all the time. Christine, I love your question. Okay, so I am screen mirroring my phone screen. You'll see that in just a minute. Come on. Okay, so on my phone, let's say here's a QR code I just downloaded on my phone. So you basically would save it as an image or something on your phone. I am using an iPhone. I hope that it works the same way on an Android phone too, but this is what I'm going to do. So if you tap and hold, press and hold on your QR code, whatever QR code that is, and it's going to basically let you open it either in Chrome or it'll say open QR code or something like that. And then you just pick the site and it'll take you there. So that's how you would do it from a phone. If you are, instead of scanning it, I guess you would just take a picture of it. And then, yeah, I hope this answers your question, Christine. So that has definitely happened where if you are scanning it from your phone, it works. So Christine, if you just screenshot it and then try it that way, see if it works. Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed today's training. If you enjoyed it, let me know that you enjoyed it. And we are going to be back next Monday with another tech topic. I forget what the topic is, but whatever my plan says, that's what it's going to be. I will certainly create an event for it so you can be notified when this is happening. Same time, same place, 11 a.m. Eastern time on Monday next week. Is there anything else I want to share? If you're not on my email list yet, please sign up. you can go to my website and fill out, which is my website is simplifyonething.com. You can fill out this form at the bottom of your screen over here. If you scroll all the way down, or a pop-up may pop up, either one, you just fill out that form and then you get added to my email list because I share tech tips via email. I want to make sure that you don't miss those. And if you have not yet signed up for my Canva training, you absolutely want to do that. Go to resources at the top and sign up for it, because I basically help you learn Canva step by step. Especially if you're new to building an online brand or building new designs and things like that, this could be super helpful for that. I also have a mastermind that is starting on, what day is it starting? Oh my goodness. It is starting on January 28th. If you're interested in working with me in a small group setting where we get on Zoom twice a week and we talk about what needs to be built, if you're trying to launch a new program or something like that, it's a great program for that. The mastermind is great for that because I teach you tech step by step in going from building your opt-in funnel all the way to a paid offer and launching that and getting results for your clients. If you're interested in learning more about that, go to services and click on coaching and masterminds, and you can learn more about it. It's a 12-week roadmap that we follow step by step every week, and we get it all done. So I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead. Be productive, do some awesome things. May peace and blessings be with you. I'll see you next week. Bye.